I don't know why I can't turn the camera like we used to be able to, but anyways, here we go. I am the weird gliding man. What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back again for some Creativerse. Now, today is gonna be more of an announcement video that you probably already know what's going on. This server that we're on right now, because anytime you end up loading a world in this game, it automatically ends up getting hosted online on the Creativerse's servers, right? So it's pretty much, not only is it a free-to-play game, but it's free online as well. So you can end up playing with your friends in your own worlds and stuff like that. And needless to say, we're going public, everybody. So you can join the server right now. I think just because there was recent downtime, I don't think I have the options available to kind of edit the server. So the server is Jub. There's actually quite a few servers that are called Jub, but there is only one that is created by yours truly. So you can always search for my username from what I hear as well, just on the title screen. And then without further ado, let's give a little bit of a a little bit of a world tour, I guess. So unfortunately, it's nighttime. Sorry about that, folks. The more people that are online, it's the same as Minecraft, where if you're the only person online and you sleep in a bed, you can skip the night. But if you have like 50 people online, everybody has to sleep in the bed, which is a little bit disappointing. Hi, Critter. So over there, yonder, just underneath that tree, is probably where... No, that's not where you're gonna spawn. That's right, the spawns are random in this world. So you're gonna spawn somewhere randomly in the world, press M for the map, and you can see all of the chunks and stuff like that. This is actually the entire world right here. So there is an end to this world. It's not infinite. It actually is very much like Minecraft on consoles, I guess, where the world is kind of condensed down, which makes sense because then it means that the server can be more stable and easier for their servers to end up hosting, right? Now, what you'll end up doing is pressing T, and then you can teleport. If you end up putting down, or if you even have permission to, which we'll talk about that in a minute, but if you end up putting down your transport stone or something like that, I don't know, it's a default item you start with, that is pretty much setting up your spawn point and allowing other people to teleport to you. You can change all those permissions as well, which we'll get into that in a minute. But I just want to give a heads up, my portal, like if you try to teleport to me, you're going to teleport to my portal, not me, the player model, right? And mine is actually in the corruption at the center of the earth, so you don't want to go there. Otherwise, we've got Joe and I think Coolby7 and stuff. I think they've got their teleporters over there at spawn here. And yeah, so the way that the privileges work is, let's just take, for example, right here. These are presents that I gave to Valor Warrior because I was crafting a bunch of stuff just so that I could unlock all the recipes, because the way this game works is once you end up crafting something for the first time, you're going to end up getting the next recipe. So you can see right here, I never crafted the bedrock door, even though I ended up oh, did I end up skipping past it? Yeah, I did, because I already have the obsidian door and luminite and stuff like that. So anyways, when you get into a chest or something like that, you can always rename it if you have permission. Otherwise, you click this little lock in the top right, and you can see I've set this chest so that mods or higher are the only people that can interact with this. So that means that Valor is going to be the only one pretty much that can end up grabbing all this stuff. Or I can set it up to the world owner / admins. Now, the way that the permissions work is everyone means that everybody can interact with it and steal all the blocks and everything like that. World builders means just people that are at world builder rank. It's pretty much the same as Trove and Architect. Then there's the mods, which they can kick people, ban people, and stuff like that. And then the admins can promote and demote and stuff like that, right? And then, of course, there's just, like the owner and admins both have the same amount of commands. So I'm going to be actually setting up a couple different admins on the server so that they can kind of manage all the promotions and stuff like that. Because I myself personally, I'm very, very busy with a lot of other side stuff. So you might not see me on this server that often. I'll pretty much just hop in every now and then. But otherwise, like, I have no desire to play this game any further than right now. I just wanted to let you all know that you can join in and have some fun with some other people that are still playing it right now. And I will still hop in every now and then, and if we end up getting like some crazy builds and junk like that, of course I'll come in and do like some highlight videos. But otherwise, like, I've already got the last armor in the game. Goodness, these characters are ugly, and not just because he's blue abadi abadai, but I have the last the armor and everything and the weapon and everything from the end game. So I kind of covered the adventure aspect of this game in like one day. And then I ended up building a house. So this is Valor Warrior's house. You probably recognize this type of modern build from Team Pixel and Trove. That's Cool B7's house, still under construction. We got Farm right here, which is mostly just for crops, which just seems like everyone's stealing all of the crops. And then there's certain different mechanics of the game that you can kind of learn over time. Like if you put a beehive on wood or on trees, apparently it actually like turns into wax over time or something. This was Pickle Gamer's house, which he ended up like, there's blueprints, which is what that house is over there. And we'll talk about those in a minute because otherwise I want to show you all this. Here's the redstone, which you pretty much just wire up. Like you click on the wiring and then you click on the block that you want it associated to. And then you can actually just go into its settings by pressing N on it, and then you can see like it sends all the commands and stuff like that. And then for the lights right here, you can actually change all of the colors and everything like that, and then change it around, yada, yada, yada. Very, very cool that they actually added a tool like that because you can have this lever or even pressure plates associated to like trapdoors and junk like that, set up lava traps, and it's a good time. So here's kind of Max's house. It was built on blueprints as well. When you end up getting blueprints, like that's what that house is over there, you actually just go to the blueprint section right here, or you go to the store. Blueprints are cash shop items, meaning that you have to get coins, which I just have a whole bunch because I ended up getting this game back when it used to cost money. Now it's free, so they gave me a bunch of stuff, including the glider and the flashlight. I don't know if you can get it by paying, but it's kind of a perk available to people that ended up paying for this game a million years ago. But anyway, you can see right here, Garden Estate. So you click it, you look at it. Oh, okay, that's a very beautiful house. And that's actually the blueprints that's in the background right now. And then you can get the kit or craft the cornerstone. Now, if you craft it, it means that you're gonna have to collect all the blocks and build it yourself. But if you buy the kit, you're gonna get all of the blocks available to you. Now, one of the things that I talked about in my last video, which I personally don't like, is the fact that you have to build the bases and the blueprints block for block yourself. Some of them have like 18,000 blocks, so that'll give you an idea that it's a huge project. I would prefer it if you could just plop down the blueprint and just, for ease of use, just create the house and that was it. So anyway, this is our storage area. And again, when you log into the server, or no, I didn't say that yet. When you log into the server, you're gonna have visitor status, so you're not really gonna be able to do anything. So you kind of just hang around, prove yourself to the other admins and stuff like that, that you actually want to just hang out and have a good time. And, you know, then maybe eventually they'll end up promoting you and then you can start building and everything like that, right? Portal to the Iron Cave, portal to the desert. Some of this stuff, of course, you can already just use right away, but then there's just other things that are gonna be locked off. And slowly over time, like I've been going through, kind of changing all the permissions, like right there. We don't want everyone to be able to steal all of these blocks because they won't be able to place them anyways. And then you can set up these world portals, which I guess people won't be able to use right off the hop. Oh well. And either way, very, very cool game. I like the fact that it's, you know, very, very easy to play. We got Zaki Bongo's house there and another one of his friends' houses. Kale is actually the one that's designing that blueprint house over here. And here's my house. It's kind of a mess, but I like filling it up with stuff. Here's my backup weapons. Here's my secret basement, because here's something that's pretty cool, folks. This game is actually still being updated in real time, like right now as we're speaking, because they just added these trapdoors, like right after I made my first video about this game and just kind of talking about the redstone thing, right? So that's really cool. Now, a few quick tips and pointers that I do want to give that I've been given by other people is if you go to the blueprints, or no, just the store, go to redeem code, and if you type in pause, you're going to end up getting this little box right here from the YouTuber Pause on Pause. And that's pretty cool. I didn't know they had something like that because I've been watching that guy for years. And then there's also just a couple other quick tips is if you do end up getting build permission, be careful with the torches because it'll drain everyone's frame rate, including your own, and pets, because you can tame creatures. The reason that you tame creatures is you want to tame them so that you can eventually end up, like you get them happy and then they end up giving you pretty much a renewable infinite resource. It's kind of like a mob farm like Minecraft, but you don't gotta kill it, right? So you can set up a whole farm, and we're probably gonna end up setting a mob farm, let's call it, somewhere in the distance away from spawn, because otherwise there was like 20 plus tamed animals around spawn here, and it was draining frame rate even for me because, you know, with this game being a free game and stuff like that, there's certain aspects of it that are not really well optimized, which it's just gonna end up happening, especially because the engine this game is running on is very, very old. Or maybe it is, I don't know. I played this game like years ago, so whatever. But also they have fire pits. Pickle's house is actually over there now, and Critter's house is that one right there. And the thing that's cool about this game too is they actually have a wiki, which, I mean, of course they do, but it's very, very useful because you can wander around the different areas, go to the different biomes, collect different resources so that you can end up getting higher and higher in the food chain with all the different craftables and armor and weapons and everything like that, right? And then there is also, what was it I was gonna show you all? Oh, I was just gonna point out, like, you might see that I have the Luminite sword just skipping right past the iron sword because normally you gotta progress through the tiers, get iron and diamond and stuff like that. The reason that I was able to skip is because I ended up getting enough gear that I was able to, and enough potions that I could potion spam. There's creatures down in the corruption. I'm going to show you this right here just because this is the end game, folks. This is pretty much what you're actually working towards if you're not a builder. This is the corruption. This is the lowest part of the world, and then a little bit lower than this is just pretty much bedrock, except they don't call it bedrock in this game. In this area, there's all sorts of crazy different enemies that end up giving you different resources that you need, but there is also a special mob that is the strongest enemy in the game, and let me see if I can track one down and show you all this. Oh, and chests down here are very, very nice because they give you tons of torches and extractors and stuff like that. You can also see at the bottom middle of our screen, we're kind of taking corruption damage. And I do want to point out very, very quickly that if you are 2 blocks away from any corruption block, you're going to have that corruption slowly start to dissipate. So that's a very, very handy tip. If you're out here, is that one of them? No, if you're down here, like in the evilness that is this place. Okay, I'm gonna have to tell Critter I found his animal. But yeah, this place is extremely dark, folks. And if you're wondering why I actually have the flashlight, that is, again, like I was saying earlier, is the perk of, you know, because I paid money for this game back in the day. Not exactly sure how the spawning works in this game. Maybe creatures only spawn in the darkness. I don't know. But there's a weird, ugly creature down here that you can end up killing. He's super duper strong, by the way. Even for me, I still, like with this endgame gear, I still gotta spam a couple potions, but he's very, very ugly. It's called a thing. And you'll know when you find it. That's all I'll say, folks, because it doesn't look like we're gonna find one today. And if you can manage to kill one of those, it pretty much gives you a whole bunch of different endgame gear, including blueprints, and a lot of them are actually used for different builds and stuff like that. Now, you might see that I've got a lot of different blueprints. I don't actually have all of the blueprints because, you know, a lot of them are from the cash shop, you know, as you end up using your extra coins, which I had a couple extra coins and I used to get the fireworks pack, so I ended up getting the recipe for all the fireworks and a bunch of fireworks in general, but I can't redeem these item boxes, let's call them, right now because of their servers just coming back online. And then there's that's what lava looks like in this game. It's deadly, it kills you, but yeah, needless to say, you go and fight that creature, and that's pretty much the end game. I don't have all the recipes, though. Even besides the ones that you have to buy, I still don't have all the recipes. But either way, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button for me. And, yeah, join up on the server, and welcome. Hope you all have a fun time with it.